Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. In the last video, we gave Agro this lovely new Knight's Barding. He's looking very, very fancy. Actually, he does look very, very fancy. I'm very proud of him. And we did some other things, probably. You don't know. You don't know my life. And what is my worst weapon? Is it this? Yeah. And now we are going to do things. It might take me to a minute to remember what those things were. We went over here, we died. We went over there. We had to get the crystal, which means we need to go to the horse grove, right? I had to get... Do I have to bring Big Horse here to do this? Let me have a little look at my adventure log. Ride the giant horse. You ran into Badek, a horse lover who found a beautiful crystal in the mountains southwest of the Faron grasslands. Badek said he'll give you the if you bring him the giant horse. Right, and we know the giant horse is to the southeast at the Lake of the Horse God. So, let's go, Agro. Is this guy going to try to steal my Big Horse? He can't take Big Horse from me. I don't actually use Big Horse, but it's still... You know, if I catch Big Horse, it's my Big Horse. That's what I'm saying. You know, you don't get to take Big Horse for your stupid little crystal, you know? I know what I'm about, son. I'm about Big Horse. Hoorah! It's a Big Horse. Type of like aliens. Right, yeah, anyways. This is a rather obnoxious little mountain. Curl our pretty selves around that. Oh, we also need to head to the north at night because there's a spooky woman and a flautist. Something about that. I don't really remember, but it's something about that. So we'll do that at night time when we get back, and then we can finally head to the southeast. I need to just make sure I play the game every day, or I will never ever remember what it is I'm meant to be achieving. Unironically. So many tomatoes. Oh, it's just too many tomatoes, folks. I can't resist. I can't. 8 tomatoes. That's so many tomatoes. That's almost too many tomatoes, quite frankly. Like, it's almost like they're rubbing it in my face, you know? Ooh, look how many tomatoes we've got. Ooh. Nobody asked you. Oh, there's 10 tomatoes, though. That's much better. 8 is flashy, but 10 is great. Or something. Just pretend I'm making sense. It's been a very long day. It's very warm. I had to turn off my aircon for the purpose of this video, and it's deeply upsetting. And I am melting, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely bloody melting. But it is what it is. Alright, let's check this area out. So we have been. What is that there? Oh, it's a cave. Oh, that must be... I don't think I've been there, though. There must be an entrance to a cave that I never explored. Why is the music kicking off like something's murdering me? What was that all about? Must have been something under the bridge. It's huge and impossible. Well, that's what they all say. So, young man, tell me, you seek the horse god? He does not. A quick study of his face gives him away. He's got the giant white stallion on his mind. That was my nickname in college. And who could blame him? I'm right? Giant white stallion. Oh yes, my curiosity about this highly noticeable horse has drawn me here. I've seen it deep within the valley. Verify it lives up to the description. It's giant, it's white, it's a stallion. Extremely rare. The latest talk in our field of study calls such rare traits mutation. We're doing research into the ecology of all the wild animals in the area. Oh, that such a rare horse exists. We want to study this creature and see its unusual traits close up. But as you can guess, the stallion is very strong. That marvelous creature refuses to have anything to do with us. It escapes us every time. It won't be tamed. Yes, I know. Our research into the giant white stallion is paramount. If there's a horse god somewhere, I want to know about it. Strange talk for a good while about a horse god, one that lives here amongst us. I believe it's more than just legend, or at least I hope so. Said this god can bring horses back from the dead. That all might seem laughable, even preposterous, but my friend and I study horses, and if such a god exists here and can resurrect horses, then what about ancient horses? The mind reels at the possibilities. Willing to suspend my disbelief in horse gods for the sake of ancient research, my search goes on. There's complication. They say this god moved, that he was here, but he vanished, and suddenly a new version of Wavelink has just popped up on my other screen. Bear with me, there we go. Fortunately, tales of the horse god also abound in distant Akala, looking more and more likely that the god is not here. If he exists at all, he's somewhere in Akala. Wait just a minute there. You're not saying we're going to Akala, are you? Because we're not. Our main research is here. We've got to see the giant white stallion. Well, then, good talking. We'd appreciate it if you share with us anything you hear about the horse god. Aggro. So much talking and so little said. What is that? Is it a Gleok? It must be a Gleok. Do I have any stamina recuper? Yeah, lovely. Big horse. This is very pretty. This is where the horse god used to be. Right here. It has been replaced with a large horse. You're going to give the game away, son. Do I need a photo of those butterflies? Not that one. Or that one, but I saw something. I saw something. I'm not crazy. Look at him. Look how fancy he looks. I should really just tame him first, shouldn't I? Because that's a terrible photo. I mean, we've got it now. That's fine. Hi-ho, Silver. Away! Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Oh, oh. It's going to burn through some of my stamina food here, to say the least. Should have made some more stamina food. This is the last bit. Oh, there we go. Sorry, aggro. I've got a new horse now. Only temporarily. Big horse is very cool because it's a large horse, as you can see. Look how big it is. But it's not really the horse I want to spend my time on because it's a bit too wild in so many ways. There's just something about it, but it's pretty cool. Also, why did these guys not find the big horse? They literally had to walk about 10 meters that way. They'd have seen it. Look at what I've done. Look at what I've done, boys. Whoa, that horse, that must be the big horse. There's no mistaking it. That's the giant white stallion we've been trying to research. Seeing it close up, it's so intimidating, so large. I feel so small. You're a big flirt, aren't you, Straya? Words fail me. One thing I say with certainty is mutation is in play here. What discovery? A horse of this size, capturing it must have been hard, riding it next to impossible. Young man, you are remarkable. Still haven't heard about what I'm personally searching for, however, the horse god. If you happen to find out... Okay, cool, we'll do. I actually definitely won't, but it's a nice idea that I would, you know? Let's go with a nice little trot. Whoa, 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 boy, whoa. Whoa, boy, easy up, easy up. Well, we got Big Horse a lot earlier this time. Wasn't Big Horse like the final thing I did in the Breath of the Wild series? Again, something's trying to murder me. It feels like a rumbly thing, a rumble boy. I don't know what else to call them, rumble boys. What are they called? It's not rumble boys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lost all control there. You're a feisty one, eh? Look at that mane as well. It's proper, it's a Goku style mane. Alright, so we need to take this horse up there, but I figure we should probably nip by the stables first. Get this registered, just in case I do something very stupid. And also because I don't want that guy to steal it. It's my horse now. I'm never going to use it, but it's my horse now. They do, if I remember correctly, have infinite stamina though, right? But you can't put the ancient barding on it. But then again, I don't have the ancient barding, so maybe that matters less. If I can't put the knight's barding on it though, I don't want it. I brought a large horse. Paddock. Oh, what a splendid horse. I do want to register it. Understood. Your horse will be in good hands. Oh, look at it. Look how dramatic it looks. Feet register, yeah, that's fine. That horse there. Is it white and rather large compared to the other horses? No way it could be the giant white stallion, is there? Ignore me. I mean, it is a giant white stallion. I mean, I don't know what else you think is going on here. We'll move on to the registration process. Enter a name. Okay, big boy needs a horse. Big boy needs a horse. Big boy needs a name. I was about to use my keyboard there like a bloody idiot. I can't remember what we called him in the last game. Right, what's large? I need a large thing. Godzilla. Gojira. Shin Godzilla. Knife head. Gypsy. What else is large? Snorlax. The moon. My ego. My Pete. No. Well. It's too early in the video for those comments. What did I call the last one? I'd like to call it the same thing, but I cannot for the life... Shall we check? I'm going to check. I know this is stupid. This is very unprofessional, but then again, it's a vagrant, so who cares? It should only take me a second, in theory. I like, people are really happy about this Alien Dark Descent playthrough. Like, the views are really good. It's nice. Right, big horse. Where are you at, big horse? If I was a big horse, where would I be? Where would I be? Where would I be? It is literally, the big horse was literally the final episode. It was a different colour in the last game. It was black. This one's white. So maybe I can come up with like a opposite name. No, I do that quite a lot. I think about, can you hear me? Is that weird? Is it disconcerting? Oh, I see the horse. Oh, I see the registration bit. What? Oh, we're nearly there, folks.
And then we'll,
Right, make sure I've got good photos. Nearly.
I can't ancient. Oh no! I can't.
Oh no! So annoying.
Seabiscuit. Okay, there we go.
I called it Seabiscuit. You guys sound just like the enemies of Seabiscuit. So it can't be Seabiscuit because we've already done that. So it needs to. It's not gonna fit. Is it? I've only got 9 letters. I want to call it like mountain cookie or something. I'm calling it mountain because I'm very original. I just figured mountain opposite sea, cookie opposite of biscuit, sort of. Not really. Mountain. I mean, I should have called it Goku. Oh, I should have called it Goku. Right, no, I need a... Wait. Oh, flute player. I need a... Where's Gertrude? Who are all these horses? Who is Gertrude? Gertrude's the only one that's really throwing me for a loop. Why do I have a horse called Gertrude? Oh, that's Seabiscuit. Oh, I got 2 giant horses. But, I mean, look at Mountain's hair. I just need to get a good photo for Mountain.
Oh.
And see if I can put some fancy stuff on him. But I don't want to cover up his luscious locks. Don't have any saddles or bridles. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I actually can't put anything. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Why is it nighttime? This doesn't make for a good thumbnail. It's got a bridle on. Hello. Hey, buddy. Oh, right, okay. I mean, it's nighttime, which makes me think I should go do the mission. So. Pretty great night, isn't it? Around the time the eerie voice has been heard on Hyrule Plain to the northwest. Okay. Let's go, partner. Let's head for the Hyrule. Oh, okay. Yaha! Oh, I didn't do it. Sad. Hey, partner, over here. That's handy. I wasn't totally sure where I was going to go. Come on, big boy. Big boys, don't cry. It's not really the song, is it? Need to feed some apples. Leave the world. I need a drink. It's so hot. My ice cubes have begun to disintegrate already. Or melt, if you're that way inclined. Did you hear that, partner? Leave the world. Let them know it's Christmas time. That's the voice, all right, and it's close by. Is it Princess Zelda, though? Might be, but where's it coming from? My legs won't move, my wings won't flap. I'd duck out of here if I could, but I can't. Okay. I can hear it. Very, very faintly. You probably can't hear it in the video. Leave the rooms, if no do you harm. Leave the world. Leave the rooms, if not do you harm. There's something shaking in that tree. I think that's just a tree. Okay, this is a little spooky. I'm gonna hop off the horse. Oh, they're in the well. Leave the arms, for if not, I'll do you harm. Okay, arms means weapons, right? So, just gonna disable everything. Grab some tomatoes. And down we go. Seek the storm, seek the storm. Fear it not, you will stay warm. Huh? When did you get here? Do you need something from me? Leave the arms? What are you talking? Wait, she didn't hear it. Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy. I wasn't singing anything remotely like that. I've never sung a song with those lyrics. Seek the storm, leave your arms, leave your arms. That's why I was singing. I also heard for if not, I'll do you harm. Leave your arms or I'll kill you. What kind of nonsense is that? Fear of oh no, it's a thing. It's a trap. It's a what are they called? Sigu, Rigu, Ragu, Magu. I don't remember. Those are the lyrics I was singing. If you put it all together, seek the storm, for if fear it not, you will stay warm. It's a song about a cute little fox who is proud of their warm fur coat, and they chase storms since they don't get cold. Anyway, I'm not trying to cause trouble or anything. I don't think it's entirely my fault if people misheard things either. I just like how my voice sounds here, prettier, more refined. Sounded fine to me, but everyone else is hearing dire threats. Leave the arms. I guess that explains why weapons keep getting thrown in the well every morning. They could be dangerous, so I collect them all over there. Got no interest in them, feel free to help yourself. Oh, she's not a... Oh, that you down there, partner? What's going on? Tell me everything. I assume she's going to try to murder me, and this was all a ruse to get me to leave my weapons behind. Which I was quite impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was quite clever. Out of it, partner, what did you discover? What do I got at the well? Probably not a sand. Princess Zelda down there? No, she's not down a random well. That would be very strange. Just someone singing in a well, practicing. Huh, I see. And a voice echoed off the well walls, making it sound like the princess's voice. Acoustics are strange. And that same distortion made the lyrics she was singing sound more like threats to everyone who heard her. Ha! The mystery is solved. Now I know why I had all those goosebumps. I sensed one heck of a story coming my way. Thanks for the help, partner. We worked together to chase 6 of the stories. Getting to the bottom of a mystery will no doubt improve your reputation. Tracy will be happy to hear about your efforts. Go and add it to your nest egg. 100 smackaroons. Head back to the office to write it up. Better hurry too. Wouldn't want more people thinking the princess was casting spells from a well. Until next time, partner. So long. Alright, you know what that means, folks? It's time for the goddamn notebook. Also time to get our weapons back out. What was I using? This, and this nearly broken one. Well, we're gonna hop back down there. Anything good? Giant boomerang I don't love, but I mean that's giant boomerang. So giant boomerang is only 10. Blue moblin pulverizer. That's rubbish. That's already made and it's rubbish. It's off the bottom, I guess. I'm not sure this was actually worth my time, but whatever. You proud of me? Everyone better be proud of me right now. I just ascend. I'm very talented, what can I say? Alright, come on, horse. Okay, so that stable was Highland. Let's get Highland written down in the notebook so we know we don't need to mess around with this one for our future thingamajiggies. So I need purple. I've marked down 6 so far. This is going to be number 7 because one of them, I can't remember which one, didn't have a mission as far as I'm aware. We've done Woodland, Riverside, Julian Peaks, Wetland, to Bamford Bridge, where the Hornplay was, Outskirts, and now Highland. Highland. Stable. The only thing I'm putting towards kind of a... How many pages do I have here? If I put a whole notebook for, it's going to be 4 pages. 5. The only thing I'm doing design-wise is I'm alternating colours for some reason. That's as much as I can be bothered, if I'm honest. It's just, I keep saying it's not really my thing. I wish I could make, like, beautiful little journals, but ain't in my wheelhouse. Right, let's head up there. I can't flash over the horse, can I? No. Okay. And then we need to go find this flute player. Do I have a mission for that, actually? Oh, of course, we're going to the other stable. I remember. Okay, so this is the last thing we need to do around here. We're going to get this shrine quest done, and then we're going to head southeast to the next and final stable, I believe, on my map as is. And then I want to maybe go... maybe go do the next dungeon before we go do Tarrytown and that sort of area. have a look here. Yeah, so this is Tarry Town and that lot's down here, right? We haven't done everything in... Obviously, we've not been down here. Not done any of this bit down here, actually. I was kind of hoping to avoid this for a little bit. We've got missions still... We've got missions to do everywhere. Let's just... let's be honest. There's stuff to do absolutely bonkersly everywhere. But we could go up there and we could go... We haven't done this area either, really. Zora. So we could go do the water temple next, I think. The one that we got to accidentally. Yeah, we'll do the water temple next. I said I would do them every 25 episodes is the goal. And this is episode 42, I believe. Something like that. So, yeah. Got 8 episodes to get the water temple done. And we're not done down here yet, so we'll see how things go. Easy does it, boy. Easy does it. Who's a good big boy? Who's a good big boy? It's me. That's my new song coming out, in case you're curious. It's the I'm a Good Big Boy song. Coming soon to all good retailers, of which there aren't very many when it comes to music anymore. I say this all the time, but HMV used to be where everyone got their music, and HMV just... I'm surprised if it's alive, you know? Getting that. I was a bit worried about it, because they're up a massive ridge. I'm not totally sure I'm going to get up there. Maybe that bit there. That could be a pathway. Give it a go. I got a bit of a route in mind. Come on, big horse. Come on, mountain. It's a mountain. You're built for this, buddy. You are a Skyrim goat. Or a Skyrim horse. They're very, very adept at climbing mountains. Look at him go. Absolute monster. You know, without the ancient saddle, he's probably worth using just because he has enough stamina limit, you know? That's if this guy doesn't try to steal my horse. We've bonded. My Goku horse. That enormous horse. Whoa, just kicked something. That horse! Ah, it's even bigger than I imagined. The widely rumored giant stallion. The horse that's Winnie to me in my dreams. There it is in the flesh. It's giant. It's a horse. It's a giant horse. I've never felt so lucky to be alive. Thank you so much for introducing me to this wonderful once-in-a-lifetime horse. I was thinking about using this crystal to make my horse the best-looking beast the world's ever seen. When I saw that giant stallion you showed me, I realised I'd been a fool. No improving on a horse, any horse. They're perfect to begin with. Aww. I won't be needing the crystal. You can do whatever you like with it. And he didn't try to take my horse. What a beast. It'd be nice if you could, like, see your horses together somehow. I would like to see, like, both big horses side by side, you know? Oh, see you later. You excited about the crystal, or you just got apparently? Not really sure why. Mountain is done with the mountain. It might have been the using the ultra hand might have scared him off a little bit. Big old softy. I'll whip my crystal back and forth. I'll whip my crystal. No, we don't. We don't whip our crystal back and forth. I'll whip my crystal back and forth. What is that? It's a rock. That's not very exciting. Bonk. Here we go. It should just be the reward, shouldn't it? Typically. We're going to skip this. We've seen this before. Ah, sweet. Ride the giant horse. Sometimes you just got to do what it says on the tin, you know? Best of End 2013. For example. Donk. Raru's Blessing. It's a really cool environment, this. It looks a little bit like music notation, in a way. Or like DNA, a little bit as well. It looks like a double helix. Topaz. Oh god, that's such a bad reward. That's so bad. It's always okay because you always get the orb, right? The orb makes it worth it. But my god, is a topaz not an exciting reward for all I just went through? And that was a lot, you know? Getting the giant horse, it wasn't a quick thing. I haven't got to do a puzzle shrine all of yesterday's video. All of today's video so far. I miss them deeply. Right. Back down. I don't know why. I just don't love Big Horse. I feel like I should love Big Horse, but I don't. I love aggro. Because I'm Northern, basically. That's a very British joke. Does aggro exist? Aggro does exist as a concept, because people say aggro in World of Warcraft. Which, by the way, I should talk about that. I did boot up World of Warcraft. I subscribed. I bought the new expansion, which is 50% off. The expansion was 50% off. I was looking at it, just thinking, I mean, it's half price, right? I'll just pick it up and we'll see how I feel. And, you know, I've got 30 days of game time with it, so I've not committed anything beyond that. It's a little sad, though, because I was saying I would go back for my guild, right? That was the whole point. And my guild is... Oh, I was still in it. They hadn't kicked me out. I was, like, listed as inactive. I'm in a Hall of Fame on the Discord and stuff like that. The guild is... pretty dead, if I'm honest. It's sad. I had a best friend, inverted commas, in the guild, and he's left, unfortunately. He's still on the server, and he invited me to come to his guild instead. And every time I've logged on, there's been like 1 or 2 people online. It used to be absolutely popping. It's a little sad. I'm hoping I've just come on at bad times. Maybe, typically what happens is that between big raid expansions, things will quieten down a little bit, you know. Basically, the raid comes out, everyone goes on raids, and then things quieten down, and then you come back again when the next raid comes out. There's a bit of an ebb and flow, but it was dead. I just did that because I needed... I mean, it's nice to be in the morning, and also I needed 1 point, so... Fire, started by a young flute player, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go talk to Farron Stable for that. Anyways, I did join, and it's been fun, actually. I just want to... But I only joined because I'm a guild. I'm not going to play the game if I don't have a guild that I love. I don't like the game enough. I like the people. So...
Hey.
I don't know. It's only because I'm bored of Diablo 4. You like to get your pony points reward, right? 26, extravagant saddle. Oh, that's pretty cool. An extravagant bridle. That doesn't look cool, though. 4 more points. God damn it. That's so low on the list of things I care about. Come on, aggro. You can't use the mountain that much anyway. It doesn't have a tow truck, tow bar, saddle, harness. I mean, look at him. Not changing anything. He's a beaut. He just looks great, and it feels appropriate for Link. Although Link themselves does not look like a knight. Link has this whole. Is that the stable there? Yeah. You know, Link's got this whole ninja thing going on. Looks like Sheik from Ocarina of Time. Think about what we're gonna play after Tears of the Kingdom. It's probably straight into Starfield. Starfield comes out, I think, 6th of September is the planned date. But if you pre-order, you get early access. If you pre-order like the limited edition, you get 4 days early access, and I'll be definitely doing that. There's some games I don't mind pre-ordering, like Starfield. I know I'm gonna play for 200 hours. You know, like there's not a concern in my mind about that. I did like 240 episodes of Skyrim on this Best in Slot channel. Sorry, I started my channel in the first place. I'm really excited. Like, these games just hit a little different for me. Then, that said, I didn't like Fallout 4, so that is a slight concern, if I'm honest. But we'll see how things go. But we're definitely playing the game either way. What is this? If something wants to murder me in the area, but... Building materials. It's more this little... I thought the ruins might be something, but I don't think so. What's this spiky thing? It's just a spiky thing, isn't it? Really? that's all that it is. It's just a spiky thing. Okay. On we go. So let me think about this. It's currently 24th of June. By the time you guys see this episode, I believe it's like the 1st of July. So that only means 2 more months until Starfield. That means... 40 episodes of Tears of the Kingdom, so we're going to get to episode 80-ish. It's not going to be done by then. There's a problem with these big games. They last half a year, if not longer. Have I gone the wrong way? No. They last a really, really long time. So we will be running, I think, Tears of the Kingdom and Starfield simultaneously. And then Tears of the Kingdom will be replaced with shorter games again. Like things like Aliens Dark Descent. It's not a super short game. It's going to be... Ooh, blurpy thing. God damn it. Well, I mean, I know I didn't expect to actually hit it. I mean, it would have been nice, but the reason I've stopped, though, is because it should lead us to a cave, usually. Although, that said, so sure this time. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Well, this is an interesting one. It's more like ruins. Floria River upstream excavation. Cool. 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 Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, so Aliens Dark Descent's probably going to be about 20 to 25 episodes, I'd guess. But it's not, 100. I want more sub 30-hour games to run along the 100-hour games. It just means they're going to have to run together for a little bit, probably a month or so. Right, okay. Let's see what we're doing here. We should hope it's not complicated, but still. Is that going to reach? Not quite. Do these conduct electricity? Never tried. No. Oh, okay. I see what we're doing here. I see what we're doing. Come here, you. Got one of these. Give it a good smack. Grab this. Touch it onto there. Lift it up. There we go. Run! I'm not sure that's going to hold forever. Actually, it's definitely not going to hold forever. I'm not sure how I'm going to get back out. It's fine. Well, let's hope it is fine. I'm sure there's another way out. Most of the bigger caves have... Okay, there's actually not another way out. Oh, man. I really should have... Oh, man. That's actually really annoying. It's nowhere near... Oh, I guess there's a shrine there. Whoopsie daisy. I knew as I was doing it that what I should actually do is stack it on something, instead of having the float thing going. Oh, I'm a dummy. Oh, my leg hurts. Right, where's the hole? Oh, no, that's my PC. There's a hole between my PC and my speakers. I need to get back. No, let's go left of the speakers. Ah! My leg is killing me. Oh! There was a period of time where I didn't record much on this channel. For like 2 weeks, I did not record on this channel. Other than a couple of little things that you'll see. I've recorded 2 episodes of another game. It's a really interesting game, but I've done 2 hours and I don't feel a huge need to jump back into it, so I don't know if I'm going to go back to it. This happens a lot, by the way. I recorded 6 or 7 episodes of Marvel's Spider-Man. 6 or 7 hours worth I played and had 6 or 7 different episodes ready to play it because I thought, well, the sequel's coming out, right? So I've never played the first game all the way to the end or anything like that, so I thought... I'll play that, and then I think people would enjoy that. It's a game people really like, so I'll play that, and then we'll play the sequel when it comes out. But I just don't. I didn't get into it. I didn't really get into it at all. Oh, I want the bananas. I couldn't. I was forcing myself to play it. I didn't love it. I know everyone's obsessed with the game. It just didn't do it for me for whatever reason. So I didn't upload that. I've recorded a couple episodes of What Became of Edith Finch, which I didn't upload it. I think I still got those. I recorded 4 or 5 episodes because I was just uploading loads of Zelda and loads of... There's no one over there. And there was something else at the time. I'd finished both games, so I needed something else to do in the meantime. So I started recording other games. This was back in Breath of the Wild. So I did Edith Finch, I did Spider-Man, I did a game called The Pale Beyond. I still got all those episodes, because that's a pretty cool little game, and I think we may end up uploading that one. But fairly often, I'll do like... Damn, never get to hit those like that. I wonder if that wasn't signifying a cave then, because that was different. I feel like I should have scared it instead. But I wanted the rupees. Not Lawful Heart, no, it's fine. Fairly often I'll do like 2 hours of recording, and then that's kind of when I decide if I'm into the game or not. I think 2 to 3 hours is the kind of break point for me where either this is a game I'm going to commit to, or it's not doing it for me. And you've seen on this channel several times I get a couple hours into a game and I'm still not totally convinced. And then a couple episodes later I'm like, yeah, I'm in, let's do it, let's rock. You know, I'm all in on the game. Some games grab me instantly. Breath of the Wild, instantly. No hesitation. Dark Descent was the same. First couple hours I was like, yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I didn't... Because I wasn't good at the game yet, I enjoyed it less. You know, I was really struggling. Now I'm pretty competent at it. I've gotten pretty good at it, I would say. And I'm enjoying it a lot more. I don't like being bad at things. It makes me sad. Trying to think what else. What was the last game we played? I don't remember. The point is, sometimes you gotta persist a little bit. And the problem is, though, that 2 hours is like the refund window, right? It's not your fault. If you play 2 hours a game and you're not in love with it, it's not your fault if you then refund it. It's up to the game to convince you in those 2 hours that this is the game you need to play, right? This is the game you need to stick with. If they can't do that, then the game has failed at that. And that's okay. Sometimes it just means it's not the game for you. Like, I'm not saying Spider-Man's a bad game by any stretch. I'm sure it's a fantastic game. And it's definitely really, really well made, yada, yada, yada. It just isn't the game for me, you know? What's this? Martha's Landing. Why have I put a giant skull? Oh, yeah. I don't think we're ready for the Gleeok yet. I want the full rubber suit probably upgraded before we handle one of those. And that's a Thunder Gleeok. Should be called a Lightning Gleeok. So I think video games do all the time. Sorry, I want the thistle. That suggests the presence of the Fire Gleeok and the Ice Gleeok and the Earth Gleeok and the Heart Gleeok. And by their powers combined, they are Captain Gleeok. Wish I could loot on the horse. I wish I could run over the pigeons and then take a photo of their corpse and it would count. Oh, of course there's a stable. Of course there's a shrine. Oh, derp. I guess we can get rid of this now. I'm guessing it's on this ridge on the right. There's Beetle. Let's hop off here because there's a few. So we're at Lakeside. Oh, but I don't... Wait, what? Where's Faron? Is there another stable somewhere? Maybe this is the one I was looking for? I don't know. I thought I was looking for Faron Stable. I thought that was the name of it, but I don't think there's another stable down here. And this area is Faron, as you can see. But, I mean, that's there and this is there. Maybe there is another stable. We'll see. Not raining now. I'm very observant. Let's go grab this shrine before we do anything else. It's up there. Just about to see the green. Got a bit of a climb ahead of us. You can hear the monkeys monkeying away. I was going to say chirping, but not really. Monkeying. Oh, bananas. Bananas are OP. Not only does it make you a fantastic food with plus attack boost, but you always get like a bajillion of them, you know? You always get loads of them in a big old bundle. Tomatoes aren't as good. You only get 2 tomatoes. Several other things, you only get 1, and not as good. Bananas reign supreme, ladies and gentlemen. I do like a banana. Really good post-workout when you want like carbs quickly. Actually, pre-workout, so like half an hour before workout. I take pre-workout, specific pre-workout, which is basically just caffeine more than anything else. But bananas are really good for that as well. If you don't have any pre-workout and you're kind of on your way to the gym and you're going to do some lifting or whatever, banana about half an hour before. That's pretty common advice. I guess workout tomorrow. Like I said, had the last week off. I've got 9 weeks now until my holiday. So I have to hit the gym hard for 9 weeks so I can be... I'm not going to be beach ready. my long-term plan is next summer I'm beach ready. This summer I've got lots and lots of work still to do. But that's okay. I'm going to be strong at the very least. And I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Actually, it's been a really good week, funnily enough. I've not been working out, so I thought, well, to accommodate that, I'm going to adjust my diet down a little bit. And it's been surprisingly, I found it surprisingly easy. For me, sometimes it's really difficult. Like, I've long had a habit of ordering food online, like, and doing takeaways and stuff like that. All the time. When I was in London in particular, I picked it up as a habit, and it just became really bad. It was is that just bokoblins? Yeah, I think so. I was just doing it all the time. And I put on tons of weight. I put on, like, 90 pounds while I lived in London. I've lost about 70 of them so far. What was I saying? It's just bad habits though for me. Like, I'll do it once and I'll do it again, and then 2 months later, time's suddenly flown by and I put on 20 pounds. You know, I don't even realise it's happening really. So, for me, it's all about building good habits. I'm weighing in daily. Some people freak out when they weigh in daily, which is totally fine. I get that. But for me, it keeps me on track. I'm not going to do it for the rest of my life, but whilst I'm still actively thinking about it, I'm gonna keep doing it. Building bridges. Sure. I mean, it worked. Okay, you want me to attach onto here first? So that's not an attach point, is it? So I need to... Okay, let me just... Come on, you. Where's the end of this bloody... Oh, it is attached. Oh, I didn't realise. Alright, okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I think I need to leave a bit of it there so I can then... Ha! I'm actually... Wait, bear with me. Bear with me. We haven't really used these before. We've only used them once. I don't know how that ever... What if I flip this bit up first? It shouldn't that now be attached to both sides. So if I do this... If I do something more intelligent, maybe... See, that's disattached. Wait. Oh no, I know what to do. I'm being stupid. Just attach this onto there. Yeah, go on. Oh, I was one too far back. See that one instead. There we go. Sometimes I don't know what it is. Your brain just needs a second to come up with like what is clearly the obvious solution. Brains are silly. Don't tell mine I said that though. I'm in your head. No, it's in my head. Ah. You tell that I went to acting class. You fools! I never went to acting class. Haha! I did act in a student film though, called Damned, or something. No, Pure. Was it Pure? It was called. Oh god, I don't even remember. It was terrible. Sorry, Jack. It was though. Up we pop. Round we go. Big old snake. I'm guessing you want the. Yeah. Okay, I see that now. I had 2 roles in Pure. I had 3 roles in Pure, actually, now that I think about it. Right, I was a bartender. And the main people walked in. I was like, you alright, mate? I was like cleaning a glass. It was my best performance yet. And I was the Grim Reaper, because I was large and imposing. So I had to kind of move to make it look like I was floating, like little tiny tippy steps. And we went up and climbed this mountain at like 4 in the morning to get the dawn light. And went and climbed this mountain in the nearby mountain area. And recorded up there. And then I had to beat a guy up as well at night time. Again, because I'm large and spooky. Huh. I see that now. I like this. Fun with bridges. I'd like to see more of these, actually. It's probably a limit on how much you can do with them, I suppose. I see that is a better price. Honestly, I take a large zonite over a topaz any day of the week. This one I had to work for my price. It wasn't even a guarantee. Bloody topaz. Topaz? More like no paz, senor. What's paz mean in Spanish? I don't remember. Paz pasta. There you go. Solved the case. I'm in a weird mood today, folks. I don't know what to tell you. It's been a weird day. It's been a sad day. Ego's taking a bit of a beating. If I'm totally honest. Not for things I'm going to talk about, but let's just leave it there. But it's been a bit of a rough one, actually. I think about it and start talking about it out loud. It's yeah. Anyways, it's what it is. Moving on with our lives. To the stables. Anything on that little tree? No, don't be silly. Nobody likes the tree. What's that over there, though? It's a leaf. Much to the excitement of everyone in the area, it's a frickin' leaf. Right, let's have a little chit chat. Can't catch a break. What's up, pal? For crying out loud. Of all the places those monsters could go, they settled down in those caves. Our caves? I wonder if there's some way to chase them out for the stable's sake. Hey, I wonder if I could do it. I was so deep in thought, I didn't notice you there. You didn't happen to hear what I was saying, did you? Monsters? I guess you did hear. There are 3 caves that appeared around here after the upheaval. All up there, one near Quarter Lake. And near over by Kalora Lake. Huge deposits of luminous stone can be mined in those caves, popular spots for travelers, so they were. Then 3 giant monster brothers showed up. Cool. Those 3 used to be over in Taran Pass to the northeast. Yes, there was a quest. We didn't do it. I don't know if it was a quest per se, but there was a thing in the last game about the Hinox brothers. And we killed one of them. But we only killed one of them. Now they're in our region hogging the caves for themselves. If you don't do something, travelers will stop coming here, business will dry up. Can't win, not so they'll up and leave. I'll get them, buddy. There's a cork here, let me just mark that. My desire to do these cork missions has begun to fade a little bit, if I'm totally honest with you folks. Let's grab the bananas, leave him there. Yiga Clan, that's the name, Yiga Clan. I'm sorry, pal. Oh, but the noise they make is so sad. Every time I walk away, it breaks my heart. Oh, interesting. Whoa, what are they? What are those? They're new. Talk to me. What are they, buddy? I get a close look at the animals. Darn it all, they run off when people get close. Fascinating creatures. Stocky build, bulky animals, all of them. What I wouldn't give to get a closer look, better yet to touch one. Oh, hi there. Didn't really notice you woke up, buddy. I've been looking across the way there. Curious about I am curious about the unusual animals. Must have a keen mind. Oh, they're cool. This piece of animal for you. Oh, of course they're Don-Dons. A young woman on the opposite bank has been taking care of them. She really knows her stuff. If you'd like to learn more, I suggest you talk to her. I will go talk to her. Speaking of new kinds of creatures, a pair of fellows visited a stable recently, said they're searching for unusual creatures, seeking a giant white stallion and nothing less than the horse god. Yeah, okay. What a hand? Looks simple enough. It's going to lean forward a little bit though, so let's accommodate for that if we can. First of all, we take the big thing. We got the big thing. We put it down. Then we go. We get a big thing. We lift the big thing. We put it down. I am a genius. That might work. Okay. I'm not too surprised. If I'm totally honest with you, that hasn't blown me away. That didn't work. Oh, I broke my thing. Well, it's rubbish now. I'll just use it as like a base. Alright then. Time for a little bit of engineering. Today's episode is going to be slightly shorter. So you're aware now. Just I've got plans with a friend in about half an hour. No, in about 5 minutes. 6 minutes. So, so you're aware. We'll be ending about 5 minutes early. No, best in slot. No, wait, no. No, Vagrant, no, we love you. Ah. I know, it's tough, guys. I mean, you see the kind of work I'm putting together here. How could you want to leave? It's a thing of beauty. Look, that's got to work. Oh, wait, no, I can't talk to him anymore. God damn it. Is it because of this one? It's probably because of this one, isn't it? Is it this one? You won't talk to me! Ah! Alright, okay, I get it, game, whatever, you win. I'll just do something normal instead of my monstrous I just wanted to build something weird, I'm not asking for much. Whatever. Sports. Pretty sure that's just gonna fall to the side, isn't it? So let's move that a little bit. That way, just so there's enough room. We'll lift that up. Bear with me. Wow, that really was not the quickest way to do that. Okay, that should do it. Try letting go. Bonk. He's standing. Oh, lovely jubbly. All this for rice balls. 20 quid. There's a moth on my wall. Hello, moth. Hello, I am moth. He's moth. Making a new joke. Stormy, meaty rice balls. And a sleepover ticket. See you later, Bob. We did it, gang. Oh. Okay. I was hoping I could make it inside in time, but. Right. Okay. Obviously, some people to talk to at the stable. We're here to find out about the flautist. That's why we've come here in the first place. And then we're going to head up north. We're going to do the Zora thing, and then we'll do Akala. I think that's the plan, because we know we need to go to Akala for something else as well. Anyways, we'll just end it now. We'll just end it now. We'll do a little baby episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks very, very soon. Cheers much up as always. Bye-bye.